Episode 552. Hello and welcome to the Working Perspectives Podcast. This is a funny comedy podcast with three dads that we're going to be talking about life as parents. Tonight we're going to be going over how we have to attend not only our kids' events, but other kids' events as well, i.e. plays or games or dance recitals, all that fun stuff. So it's going to be fun, entertaining comedy, and YouTube's favorite show, obviously. So here we go. I'm Matt Lavelle, he's Bern Podcasy, and that handsome bastard's Liam Reese. Let's get into it, fellas. So, tonight, we're going over this. This weekend, I attended my niece's play. Well, can I just give you a rundown of some things I did, guys? This is where I'm at in my life, all right? Friday night, went to my godson's baseball game. They won, still undefeated. Shout out to the Expos, killing it, right? While there, my daughter played at the park. Also, hit up the ice cream man. When's the last time you hit up the ice cream man?
The ice cream man is out there, like, just,
slanging cream.
Just stealing. Cream. Dude, how much did it cost?
I got two so they had soft serve cones that you could buy. Every other ice cream person that I ever saw, it was like they gave you like a pre-made popsicle or like a humor bar.
That's right. Yeah, and they're like $6 now.
Exactly. This guy had soft serve cones that he could. I forget what they were called, but they were like dipped in like a hard shell with sprinkles. They're pretty fucking awesome, and $5 a pop. So I wasn't terribly mad at it. $10 for two cones. Yeah, wasn't mad at.
At least they churched it up a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like they threw a little razzle dazzle on it.
So yeah, we're at the game. We're eating a couple cones. We're having a good time. That was Friday night. Then went home. Saturday, woke up. I woke up early, worked out. Not bragging, but I did. Then 8 a.m. had to take my daughter to swimming, or 8:30. 8:39, I took my daughter to swimming practice because she's training for a triathlon, and they offer free swimming lessons as part of training for the triathlon. Sweet. Then after that, I took my daughter to jiu-jitsu. And then not only did she participate in the class, but I coached the class. Then after that, we went to my niece's play in Roxborough. It was Shrek. And you're wondering, did Shrek have a hard Roxborough accent? He did. Hey, Fiona, you can come with me and Donkey? We got to go see Lord Farquaad. It was great. The kids did great.
That's excellent.
Show was great. So hit the show. Show's done. We're driving back. My godson had another game, and this game he was pitching. And I wasn't going to miss my godson pitching. I go to the game. Right? When I go to the game, he pitched 3 innings. He pitched a goddamn gem. A gem. 3 innings, 36 pitches, 27 strikes, and he only gave up 1 run.
27 strikes? What is he, 9 or 10?
He's 8.
8. Just throwing the ball over the plate half the time is like the name of the game there.
How about it? How about it? I watched the game. They won that game as well. The great, they did pretty good. He's got a good ball club there.
Good squad.
Then after, but this was my move though. And can I ask you guys about this move? And I'm sorry I'm ranting, but this was my move. Going to the kids' play, I had on a nice pair of Air Maxes. All right, Bern knows I'm an Air Max guy. Been an Air Max guy for a long time. But they're white with like teal. So they're little, because I wear black a lot. So it's black shirt, black shorts, and then bright white and teal Air Maxes looking fly.
Gotta pop a little bit. Gotta find something to pop a little bit.
Shoes make the outfit. We know that. Leaving the play, I know we're going to the ball game. It's Dirt City. It's dirt everywhere. So I'm like, I'm not churching up my Air Maxes. So what did we do? Stopped at Kohl's on the way. Hit the clearance rack up, was able to buy a pair of Adidas Cloud Foam shoes on the clearance rack. I mean, score one for the kid. Score one for the kid.
How clearance were they?
They're like $39.
Okay. Yeah, and you can beat on them. Yeah, that's
I can
good.
destroy them. And honestly, comfortable as the day is long. Adidas Cloud Foam. What are we doing here?
And now, Maddie, you leave those bad boys in the car, right? And so next time you find yourself in any situation where you go, I'm not thrilled with my footwear for this situation right now. Guess what I got? I got a pair of Adidas beaters in the trunk, and we're good to go.
I always have boots, but that's for.
I mean, well, also you're okay. Are we back to patronizing Liam here? I have sneakers in my car, but you're a working man, so obviously you got to have boots. I work in an office, and you work with your hands, so I'm a jabroni.
No. The boots aren't as convenient.
They're made for walking. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah. Because what if I show up to a baseball game? What am I gonna wear? Like shorts or something, and then I have work boots. I'll look like a dick. You know what I mean? So now I'm gonna do what you did.
Fucking hardest dude in town.
I'm gonna throw a pair of beater shoes in the car because that is a good move.
I'm not gonna lie. If you showed up to like a sporting event with jorts and some boots on, I mean, you'd have to. Hopefully they're waterproof. Because that field's going to be soaking wet with all the moms there, babe. All right?
Yeah, there's going to be a couple single moms who go, who is that fella right there?
After my godson's gem, we're at like maybe almost 4:35 o'clock at this point, right? Okay. Remind you, started at 8. We'll start with the kid at 8. I was up before then. We're almost at 5. I take my kid home. My aunt had asked me to come help her install her new cable at her house. So I drop my kid off at home, drive to Doylestown for 3 hours, and try to install cable. Couldn't figure it out, so I uninstalled the previous one. Couldn't figure out the new one. Had to install the old one again, and hopefully, I don't know, they paid for someone who knew what they were doing. But that was Saturday, guys. That was Saturday.
How come you couldn't do it yourself? Isn't there? There's usually an app or something you can download.
It wasn't me. It was if you're in a house, you have to they have to install like a hard line into the house for that that
particular thing.
So they had Verizon previously. Okay, there was never a hard line for the cable installed.
Oh, for Xfinity? Okay.
They had Xfinity, yeah. So I had nothing to hardline it to, so it just wouldn't connect. I had thought that they had someone hardline one, and they never did. So I was like, you gotta have someone come out and hardline it,
Dude, I have the Home 5G. Dude, it's the best way to live. You don't need any fucking cable in your house anymore. You just plug it into any wall. Any wall outlet, you just plug in, you just need the 120 volts, you download the app, it starts itself up, and then bang, you have internet.
Wait. Are you talking about Comcast?
No, I have AT&T. It's AT&T Home 5G. You just literally plug it into the wall. There's no cable. There's no cable that comes from the outside. It all just comes from satellites in the sky.
We're not drilling anything. We're not running any wires. We're not poking holes in the outside.
All you have to do is plug it in near a window, download an app, you go through the thing, put your name, put your password, and fucking it starts itself up and you have internet in your house.
And you're in.
And my daughter gets it all the way back in her room.
Damn.
It's fucking great.
It's perfect.
It is perfect.
Nice. All right. Well, then that was my Saturday.
Maddie,
Sunday,
One quick question, Maddie. So you left at 8. When you dropped your daughter off before you went to go help your aunt install cable, had you been home at any point between your leaving at 8 and your dropping your daughter off?
Yeah, I left at 8, went to swimming. Then from swimming, went to jiu-jitsu. Then after jiu-jitsu, came home and had to get changed into an outfit to wear to the play. Yeah. And then got changed into an outfit to wear to the play. My daughter did too.
Your daughter got changed. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then went to the play and then, didn't come back then but it was a one-stopper.
And a quick stopper too. It's like,
it was a quick in and out.
Here, we got stuff to do. Let's go get your stuff.
Quick in and out.
you also have to hustle your daughter through like, go get changed, take your shower, comb your hair, find your socks, find your shoes. So it's actually like,
and she had to scarf down like some chicken nuggets or something. Like it was just like, it was quick turnaround, bud. Quick turnaround. I was praying for the ice cream man to show up for the second day. Tell you that, he never did though. It's like, buddy, you lost out. I would have gotten a double cone. But yeah, so that was Saturday. But that's what we're talking about today. Talking about going to and attending either your kids' events or the other kids' events. I didn't even talk about soccer on Sunday. I can. I don't wanna. But I can.
No.
Yeah. No. We're not even gonna go there.
Not even gonna go there. I mean,
kidding.
No. But all right. But let's get into it. LaSchmigs, I want to talk to you because your daughter's a little older, a little wiser, and you know, maybe he's been to more stuff, but you've attended your birthdays, you've attended your plays, you know what I mean? Like you've done your stuff. So talk to me about the calendar chaos, the mental load. Like you're the solo operator. You're bearing 100% of the mental load, like knowing the schedule, packing the snacks, and getting there on time. You got zero backup. Like the exhaustion of not having a wife, even though wives suck your soul out and leave you a husk of yourself. Like, how do you do this? What are we doing? Talk to me.
Or just leave you sometimes.
I mean, I still have to do that stuff, you know, because I don't like. So she has like a core group of friends that I don't mind when she goes with them to like go do things, and I can send her out in the world, and because I know their families and stuff, and that's all good. It's often when something is like further away, or I'm not familiar with like what they're doing or so, because then you have to go. When they're like, hey, we want to do this thing where they're going to ride the thing and then get pumpkins and they're going to do this. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to, like, obviously I have to do that because then somebody has to pay for it and all that. So that's the kind of thing we're talking about where you get like sucked into that. Or it's like a Christmas thing where they ride in the thing and they see the lights and all this. And there's like a village and, you know, so you know you have to do that. And the best is when you'll be at like one of their sports games or something, you're at an event, and like one of the other parents brings something up in front of all the kids, and they're like, yeah! And they're all like, we want to do, they're like, we want to do this, yeah, we're doing it for, and you're like, I don't fucking want to go. You know what I mean?
Who wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese? Oh,
yeah.
Look on! Yeah.
And also maybe like, I don't have that time budgeted in the day. Like I didn't know about that. So we have like, there's other things that I already had scheduled or budgeted in or have committed to.
And also now you have to make me say no to my fucking kid.
I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
Prick.
So that's how you get roped into stuff sometimes.
That's like the person that orders waters for the table.
Oh my God!
That's like that.
Exactly.
You're fucking. That's the type of person you are. You're the type of person that orders waters for the table. Go fuck yourself. You never worked in the service industry a day in your life. Don't ever fucking order waters for the table.
No, you're right.
You're
right,
fucking cunts.
That's the person who's trying to be like, I'm so fun and considerate, but you haven't actually considered anybody else in this equation whatsoever.
No,
you
think you're fucking like Johnny Superhero.
Fun. You're not really helping anybody here.
No, you're hurting. You're hurting. Bern, what about you? You got like, you know, as far as the scheduling go, you kind of have to like, I don't like, are you told? Do you have to ask? Like, also every event is like a big thing because you have to drive so far, and like, you know, you like if you forget equipment or something, you're totally screwed. Like, what do we got for you? Talk to me.
So, like, back when I was married, you know, it's funny because you were talking about like, you know, your godson, your niece, yada yada yada. My kids, like on their mom's side, have like two cousins who are right around their age, a little bit older, and then but on my side, the only cousin is my younger brother Mike's kid, and he just turned 3. So like we haven't so other than like birthday parties, right? We haven't really hit it. Plus, we were in York. The cousins on my wife's side were in Harrisburg. The cousin on my side was in Philly. So like, luckily for me, in those instances, there was always like a lot of pre-planning going into it. Like I was never surprised by anything. We knew whose birthday was when and where it was going to be because we were going to have to travel there a little bit.
Yeah.
and vice versa. Like, if I was going to have we're going to have a party for the kids or whatever, we had to give that information out in here, we're going to give you a month layout for this, because we're not going to, you realize very quickly you're not going to call a parent 3 days before something and be like, hey, we planned a big shindig. Like, well,
Bern,
come on,
can
man.
I ask? Can I ask? So previously, when you were married, like say for Mike's kid, right? Like the birthday, was your wife like kind of all on top of that before, where she's like, hey, blah blah blah, his birthday's coming up. We got this on the calendar. We got this toy ordered, like kind of thing. Now that you're divorced, is that on you now? Because it's your brother's kid?
Yeah. We were, so his first birthday, we were like separated, but like working on it. So we we met there. She brought the kids. I met up, but we were still like, it was very much a collaborative thing.
Yeah.
Recently, there was a birthday party. I mean, last weekend, there was a birthday party on her side. I have no idea what she got.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? Like there was a soccer game, and then they were driving to Harrisburg. So now it's kind of like, okay, I'll take care of my side of the street. You take care of your side of the street.
Yeah.
We're always going to be representing. You know what I mean? We're never going to leave anyone hanging high and dry. But yeah, for my brother's son now, like I handle the Christmas presents, I handle the birthday presents, I handle the meetups, the engagements and stuff. And truthfully, like I said, there's only 2 on one side and 1 on the other. So it's not super overwhelming. Now, when my brother's son is older than 3, in 5 years from now, that might be a very different story, when he's actually doing plays or, involved in sports, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But right now, for me, it's not super complicated, because I have a layout time, and like I kind of know what I'm going to be dealing with.
You can schedule it. Liam, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I have a question. Do you have any, like, do your kids have any cousins or anything that are like on her side, that like when they're having an event or something and it's on your time, do you like feel obligated to like make that happen,
if it's like your weekend with the kids,
or chip in or something, and it's like,
so if it was like my weekend with the kids or something, we do a switch around, right? We do a switcheroo. But so far,
so you would get, like, she would have them, but then you'd get them the next one.
It's supposed to be my turn, but they're doing this. Like, okay, well, you keep them then. We'll flip it around. And truthfully, that part's been really easy, because like I said,
but that's also like give and take, because there's going to be times you're going to have to do that too.
Now, if they had 6 cousins on each side, this might get a lot more complicated, because there might be a lot more stuff going on. Thankfully, there's 2 on her side, 1 on mine, so we're able to navigate that pretty easily. And like financially speaking, I mean, like the gift for the birthday party, like you take care of your side, I'll take care of my side, and we'll just keep it. We'll just keep it like that. Now, if they were doing like a trip or something, or like a Great Wolf Lodge, or like it was going to be something like that, then as we get into that, and then maybe we'd have a little more of a conversation about it. But right now, it's pretty much just like we both take care of our side of the street, and like that's been working pretty well.
All right, that's fair. I mean, Liam, does your daughter have a lot of cousins and stuff that you have to go to stuff?
So I have cousins who have kids that she's pretty tight with, and we go to their baseball stuff all the time. But it's a blast, because I really get along with, like, so he's a cousin that our parents are like our moms are sisters. So we were tight, like going all the way back to when we were little and stuff. Yeah. So he's almost like, maybe like 1 step below a brother, but like higher than a normal cousin would be. You know what I mean?
Right. So you guys were tight growing up.
Yeah. You know what is a nice thing too? Like I know we're talking about this negatively, but you know what's a nice little thing is, like, I was at soccer on Sunday, and like the boys play before the girls, and I was there and I saw my cousin's son playing, and I was like, oh, shit, oh, I didn't even know they were in this league. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Right.
oh, cool. Like, I like this cousin. This is great. Now we can, like, hey, let's pencil more time of seeing and I'll come to your game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's do this. You know, I'd love to catch that. You know what I mean? So, like, there's another effect of it too when you find, like you have cousins that you used to hang out with more, like, and then now it's
there
like
are
you're
times
older.
when
Oh,
it's
they got
great,
kids.
and
Yeah.
that is an example for me. Like those baseball, because then we'll go to the games, and
Yeah.
sometimes we'll hit like a pizza place
Yeah.
afterwards,
And
and
there's usually a
everybody's
park
hanging out.
there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
usually is. It usually works out like very well.
Yeah.
You know,
Does your daughter
that's
still do the park, Liam, or is she aged out of parks?
Nah, she'll park it up.
Yeah.
Because she'll
Yeah.
like flip off of the swings now and stuff,
Yeah.
and like
She's like
I
high
was gonna
level of
say
park.
she'll be inventing stuff that other kids at the park are like, whoa, I didn't even know that was
she
possible.
I
does. She
guess
does cool stuff on the
I
swing.
guess when we met at Parkside, that was like what, like a year and 2 years ago, maybe. Because she
Yeah,
was still like my daughter was even younger then, but she was still
yeah.
like playing around and stuff with
Uh-huh.
her. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, she likes hanging with little kids and stuff
yeah,
too. So,
yeah.
It's
She's a
it's
good
it's
kid.
it's funny, Liam, too. You talk about like generationally, like, and I grew up very similarly. Like my dad had two younger sisters, neither one of them had any kids.
hmm
So like on my dad's side, no cousins. My mom
yeah.
had two younger brothers. My one uncle has two kids. My one uncle has three kids. They
Uh,
were all like fairly local at a certain point. So like we grew up hanging with them. Now I was the oldest of all of them. So like
mhm.
there's a little bit of separation, but like my one of my younger cousins is now the head coach of the Wilkes-Barre area basketball team, right? Which is a
Nice.
huge,
Nice.
right? And so like when my kids are in the winter, like we go to games and like my
Nice.
kid gets to walk, they get to walk out on the floor and like
Yeah.
take a couple shots
Cool.
during halftime, peek into the
Yeah.
locker room. So like that stuff definitely does trickle down
Yeah.
in a cool way.
That is cool.
But as far as like mandatory stuff I have to do right now, not a ton, man, because
Yeah.
the only kid on my side has just turned 3. And he's,
All right, then let's talk about this. What's an event that you are like, I'm not gonna lie, I'll tell you this. The kids did a good job. They tried, they really did try. And like there were some parts of the play that were really good. And
it
like
can go real bad though.
my niece's performance was really good. But it's sometimes it's just tough to sit through. Like I'm
It,
sitting there like
Absolutely.
and
I'm
it
so
could go.
happy.
my daughter's asking questions. She's like, "Is Donkey a boy or a girl?" And my sister's like, "Well, the character Donkey is a boy, but it's being played by a girl. And then the dragon's being played by a girl, and the dragon's also a girl. And the donkey and the dragon are gonna hook up. And in the second one, they eventually have dragon donkey kids. So try explaining that to a 6-year-old, like you know."
Mm,
And I'm sitting there like nodding off, and I'm like, "All right, where's my niece?" You know. And then
mm.
obviously Shrek just the best accent. But yeah,
That's
I don't know.
incredible.
Like, what is something, Bern, talk to me. Is there an event that you're just like, oh boy, this is tough. This is tough. Because the
Like,
ball game, I'll catch a fucking ball game every
yeah,
night. Like, what are we
I'll sit and
doing?
watch kids. Yeah. No, like any kind of like musical
Yep.
play talent contest
Yeah.
situation has the potential to be like it could be good, but it
Mm,
also could
Mm.
be
mm,
absolutely the bottom of the barrel.
the
And you got to try
bottom.
to stay engaged, especially if you're bringing your kid to that, because
Yeah.
you want your kid to support their cousin or whatever.
Right.
So like yeah, you can't like falling asleep in the risers is a tough look. But I would say anytime there's music involved,
Have you guys done
you
the dance recital thing yet?
have not,
I am
Dance
glad.
recitals are tough.
and
I
they're
am
really long,
happy
aren't
to
they?
say I am very excited to say that never got into it, never had to deal with it, has no interest in it,
Oh,
doesn't want to do any of like the chorus stuff or anything, and
yeah.
I'm all about it, keep it up.
Yeah. I'll tell you from, I know
I remember
from
being
it.
younger, being a kid, and catching like a family member's dance recital, and
Mhm.
not realizing that it was like kindergarten
It's,
through 8th grade, and that it was
yeah.
going to be like it was
Mhm.
way longer than what I had any interest in being involved in, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's tough.
yeah,
Yeah, it's real tough. I mean, Though I'll tell you though, from experience, like a wrestling tournament's a long day too, and they're brutal sometimes. The wrestling
Dude,
tournaments.
cheer competitions are all day
How?
long.
Okay. How? All right.
So
That's the
some
other
of
thing I was
those
gonna
are,
ask. Like Liam, we went over this before, and before without knowing this, I would think the cheer things are brutal. But when
yeah.
you're telling me about like the spirit squad at the cheer, like,
That's what keeps it, exciting. But
Doable.
there are some where they don't like have that award,
oh,
or it's like one that's, they have like some longer ones where it's like different age groups and everything, or
yeah.
your team isn't in that block, but you're there for it. So it's like, there,
Can I?
it does
Can I?
happen.
Can I ask? Even if there isn't a spirit award at the thing, are people still like
Well,
at behave?
now that it's like a thing for
Yeah.
squires, because it wasn't always like that when we first started. Because with the first one we went to was like during COVID, and that one, like,
Wow.
I don't know if it was a different like group running
Brutal.
things and everything, but
Oof.
we didn't do like the spirit thing where they were trying to like
Oof.
win the award and everything. That pretty much took off, like, I want to say 3 years ago, like
Okay.
around
Okay.
3 seasons ago. But before that, when we weren't doing it, yeah, it would be like an all day thing, and
I mean, I
it
can't
could
like,
get rough.
dude. I can't like. I mean, I haven't been to a cheer competition, but I have to imagine like no spirit squad for you to like hype up. Like
Yeah.
it can be,
Oh
especially you're
yeah.
sitting in
Well,
bleachers with no backs, so like your back
yeah,
is killing you. Like
yeah,
the seats aren't like those. That's a
Yeah.
long ass time.
yeah. And they
Any,
do fundraisers sometimes that are like that too, where it's not
Oof.
that kind of thing. So you're there
Oh
for them to be at, like, it's like an event, but there's not a performance. It's just a
yeah.
fundraiser thing where they did, and that those can get pretty brutal too.
well,
Yikes.
I would I would
What were you gonna
imagine
say,
this
Bern?
similar to wrestling. Like my youngest brother Pulaski was a swimmer, and like
Oh.
same kind of deal. Like you have these big like 3, 4, 5 school swim meets, and it's all day
Mm.
in a YMCA basement smelling place
Oh.
where it's like chlorine. It
And it's
smells weird.
hot.
It feels weird. It's humid, and you maybe like there are certain heats that go on where you're like, not only is my son not swimming in this, but no one from his team is even in
Yeah.
the 200 butterfly. So like I literally have no dog in the racer. I can't even root for my school or my team or somebody who
Oof.
trains with. Like I don't know any of these 16-year-olds who are going to do a 400-meter breaststroke. And this thing's going to, you know what I mean? It's going to take
Yeah.
10 minutes to get done. There was 10 minutes to lead up before. It's going to take 10 minutes to clear the pool. And you're like, it's a whole
Ugh.
half hour where I have literally not given a shit about anything I've
Yep.
seen in front of me.
One time I
Oh.
went to a
Oof.
really long one, and it got like brutal because you'll be sitting there and it's like hot in there from everybody packed in there breathing and
Yeah.
everything. You're
Yeah.
sitting on those hardwood bleachers, and it
Oh
gets to a
yeah.
point where you're like, I have to stand up, I have to go get a water or something. But
Yeah.
dude, I went to one and I walk out. I can't remember where we were. I walk out, I go to like where the like snack area was and where
This
the
is a
front door
swimming
was and
event,
everything.
Liam?
No.
So cheer.
This one was cheer too. I
Okay.
walk out, and who do I see? Subway Pete was there. He was just like standing there. And I was like, "Oh, holy shit." I was like, and then we both pretty much found out that, like, dude, I just needed a break. You know what I mean?
The
Like,
party boy
he
at a
was yeah,
cheer
he was
competition?
at, yeah, cuz his sister's involved with it.
Oh, okay. She I think she has 3 daughters, if I'm
Yeah,
remembering
yeah, she
correctly.
does something, and
And
he
of
Yeah,
was
course,
at one of
Trish.
and
You
of
them.
know
course, the
Trish.
party boy. Of
Of
course, the
course
Yeah.
the
party
party
boy is
boy.
showing up for his nieces at a
Yep.
cheer competition because he's one of the
I'll
best
tell
people.
you, if you want a guy on the spirit squad, you want the
Yeah.
fucking party boy. You want the
Yeah, I
party boy.
imagine.
I mean, come on. I mean, who would be better on the spirit squad than the party boy? Come on. It's party boy
Right.
He's
Pete
big,
McCormick.
he's handsome, he's loud,
And he
he's
parties.
charismatic, and he parties.
And he
I
rides the
mean,
subway.
and he fucking loves Subway. All right, let's talk about this then. That's something you kind of touched on it, Liam. One of the
Hmm.
sleeper events. Now, when I was a kid, I heard about like when every fundraiser when I was a kid was a beef and beer. And I was like, yeah, I can't wait till I can go to a beef and beer, right?
Yep.
I can't tell you the last time I heard of anyone having a beef and beer.
Yeah,
You know?
what happened to those?
What happened to the beef and beer? What
At the
happened
fire.
I thought when I was a kid, it was almost like the quicksand thing, where I thought it'd be such a bigger problem. I thought it'd be going to 10 beef and beers a day. You know,
Yeah.
I've been to a beef and beer ever.
Local fire hall or VFW, you know what I mean? That's
let's
where
throw
you're
it
going to
down
be.
at Molotier's or something, you know. But
yeah,
dude,
what the hell happened?
What happened to the beef and beer?
Yeah,
it's not fair.
That's a good question.
But
They lost their
fundraising
nerve.
now, I mean, fundraising now, it's all the raffle. Everything's a raffle. Blind raffle.
Yeah.
Drop your ticket in
Baskets
raffle. It's all.
and
It's all the baskets. It's all the raffle. It's all the rage. Like, talk to me, LeSchmigs. I'm gonna go to you. Fundraiser, like, as events go, right? Because it's always for somebody's school or somebody's club or somebody's team or whatever. As far as events go, the fundraiser ain't great.
They're hit or miss. But when they're bad, they're bad. You know what I mean? When they're bad, they're like super bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know,
low floor, low ceiling type situation. Like when they're good, they're fine, and when they're bad, they're awful.
You're not winning anything, you know, astronomical at these things either. You're just throwing money away.
Look at all these hands.
One time I hit the basket and the 50-50. They gave me a basket and a 50-50. That was a monster raffle.
I hope you got laid that night too, because you're the luckiest bastard in town. Jesus.
Yeah, at that point, it doesn't even matter what's in the basket. You're like, at least I'm walking out of here with something I can hold.
Yeah.
Hand.
Yeah. You're like, oh my gosh, is that Boy Scout popcorn from 3 years ago in that? Oh, baby, look at this guy. You know, like, come on. Yeah. Dude, the fundraiser's brutal. Bern, talk to me. You've been beefing and beering?
No, man, no beefing and beering. And like, not a ton of fundraising either. You know, my kid's in a public school. He hasn't done any like travel sports really yet, which I think a lot of that comes up when you're doing the travel sports, when you're doing the club sports, when you're doing the smaller teams. That I've seen a lot of my buddies who are like, hey, we're trying to send our team to like the Babe Ruth Little League Classic this year. You know what I mean? Like,
want to go to nationals, whatever.
But I feel like, I mean, he just turned 9 a couple days ago. I feel like I am right around the corner. I'm right around the corner from that.
Especially if you play travel soccer or baseball or something, like, forget it.
Yeah, no baseball, knock on wood. Please, God, don't make me watch 8-year-olds try to be good at baseball. They're not, I mean, I know you had fun watching your godson.
Honestly,
27 out of 36, that's impressive. But man, in my experience, it is hard for adults to play baseball. It is very difficult for kids to play
when's
baseball.
the last time you've been to a game?
Probably when I quit at 14 years old.
So I will say this, as far as kids baseball goes, I thought the same thing going into it.
I was one of the kids who made baseball tough to watch.
Well, I'm saying, like, I thought going into it, I was like, this is going to be, like, when they were a machine pitch, kind of clockworked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. You know, like, the ball's coming over the plate. If they get some contact, they keep moving.
Yeah, right? But now it's kid pitch. I'm like, these could be long games, but they're not. Reason being, max amount of runs you can get in an inning, I think, is 4, right? So if you get 4 runs in an inning over, like, dude,
no one's getting shelled up there for 40 minutes.
We all sat through those innings where it's like they've scored 10 runs. We don't even know where our ass is at this point. Like, what
the
are
other
we
team
doing?
has brought in their third pitcher. He can't get it over the plate either. Like, is this ever going to end? Will it ever end? Maybe not.
No. The answer is
no. Have you guys ever seen
they
do if it's a tie, they each, like, one team will sit on second, the whole team will sit on home, and they like race. So one kid takes off from one team, one kid takes off from the other team, and when the one kid gets all the way around, then his next teammate takes off. When the other kid gets around, then the other teammate takes off. And that's how that was a tiebreaker. It was cool. It was so cool the way they did.
That is awesome.
Yeah, they race. You gotta race your whole team around the bags. Each kid's got to make it all the way around.
Because they've decided this, right? Guys, clearly we are not nailing the technical aspects of baseball. It's tough to hit a baseball. It's tough to throw a strike. Guys, run. Run your little hearts out, and whoever runs the hardest is going to end up winning this.
Also, it's tough to like make it like they got to make it fun and cool. Like on my godson's team, every kid had walk-up music, right? So when they're going to bat, they all have walk-up music. They're playing music in between innings. They're hustling them in, hustling them out. Like it's a lot faster. Like the kids are only allowed to throw a certain amount of pitches. You know what I mean? Like each game is recorded. They got an electric scoreboard. Like, but the coaches bring some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like they're bringing speakers. They're bringing
you know what game changer
to
is?
Make it fun.
You know what game changer is? Where like we'll record the pitches and stuff, and you can go back and watch like the at bats and everything. It's pretty sweet.
They have all of that. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Bern?
2-part question, Matty.
Talk to me.
Does your brother coach?
Yes.
That I knew the answer to that before I asked it.
Sure.
B, what was your godson's walk-up song?
He does.
Do you know it?